Can I have one of these purple bracelets?
Yeah, but why are you in here taking pictures of stuff?
Why? Because I'm a journalist.
Okay.
I gather content for stories and stuff like that. And
okay, because this is sort of private for our clients to come in, so we're sort of protective. Come here. Let's get to talk.
This is the Department of Health, right?
Yeah. Come on in.
Okay. Appreciate you. Purple's my favorite color, and I support the message. So.
Okay. Maggie. Okay, I got somebody with me. Sir, what's your name?
Me? I just go by good citizen. I don't like to
Okay.
I don't like to divulge any like personal information while I'm conducting the stories. That way I don't,
Okay. This is our director, so why don't you explain?
Anonymity is the word I believe that I'm trying to contain. Anonymity. Yes, ma'am. Yep.
You need to shut that down.
Yeah.
You need to turn that off.
Well, that's why I was trying to stay in the lobby out there. So.
Okay, yeah, let's stay in the lobby.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you tell me what your business is here, or what we can do for you?
Yeah, I'm just gathering content for a story. I told her I'm a journalist. I'm gathering content for a story.
Area?
Just a private company.
Which is the name?
Independent.
Well, it's called The Independent?
No, it's an independent company.
Which is it called? I'm saying.
The opening of the video immediately sets the tone for another instance where a simple act of public photography spirals into unnecessary conflict. The man calmly exercising his First Amendment rights finds himself confronted by staff who misunderstand the limits of their authority. Instead of asking questions respectfully, they escalate the situation by demanding he stop recording, even though he never entered any restricted area. The moment highlights how quickly public employees forget the difference between genuine privacy concerns and unlawful directives. Through this, the video showcases how common it has become for citizens to be treated as suspicious merely for holding a camera.
Which platform?
Well, it's a private company, so it's not public.
What platform would it be shown on?
Whichever ones I choose to publish it on.
I'll be right out, Joanna.
Okay.
Whichever ones I may choose to publish it. Yeah, that's why I was trying to, stay out here in the public areas. That's why I was trying to clarify that this was the Department of Health, because, the lobbies and stuff like that are open to the public.
You've been asked to turn that off.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, well, if we ask you to do something, you sort of have to do it.
Oh, are you my boss, or?
No.
Okay.
Let's
right.
She's going to have to come out and clear you.
Okay. All right.
Come on out. Let's go out of the building.
Oh, no, I'm good. This building's open to the public, you said.
Yeah, but
the lobby
come
is
in here and film. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how the First Amendment works. I have the right to freedom of press, so you can gather content in public and publicly accessible areas. You have the right to film and photograph.
Have a seat.
No, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm not gonna sit. Not a dog. I don't know where she went.
Hey, how you doing, man?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I'm Sergeant Larimore, Centerville Police Department. Everything's being visually and audibly recorded on camera.
Yes, sir. What'd you say your name was?
Sergeant Larimore with Centerville Police
Sergeant Larimore?
Yes.
Okay.
When the man identifies himself as a journalist gathering content, the interaction reveals a clear disconnect between public employees and the concept of freedom of the press. Rather than accepting his explanation, the staff attempt to create their own rules, ignoring the fact that a public lobby is legally open to recording. This part underlines how misinformation, arrogance, or fear often lead workers to impose restrictions they don't actually have the legal authority to enforce. It also demonstrates how calmly explaining one's rights often does little when the other party is determined to assert control instead of understanding the law.
You aren't related to Larimore, are you?
No.
Had a friend of mine got married to someone named that, so I didn't know. I don't know that person personally, but okay. Yep, cool.
Hey, what are you doing here today?
Just taking pictures here in the public lobby and stuff like that, gathering content for a story.
Okay. They called, I guess, did they ask you to leave, or they asked you what you were doing here? Or?
Yeah, they asked what I was doing. I explained that I was exercising my First Amendment right, freedom of press, to gather content in public and publicly accessible areas, and that was all.
Okay.
I didn't bother anybody. I didn't go up to anybody. The only question I asked was if I was allowed to have one of these bracelets, and she said yeah. I said, cool, I support the message of, getting help when you need it. I did ask this lady here at the desk what services they provide to people, and she said if you need substance abuse counseling, or if you just need counseling at all for emotional or general things, you can come here if you receive like state insurance, and they'll help you and kind of guide you to the right location for that. So as I was explaining to her, I just kind of provide this information to the public in a more simplistic form. The QueenAnne'sCounty.gov site is a little confusing. So yeah,
I haven't been on this. I have not been on this.
It's weird, man. It took me. I couldn't even find like the address for here. I ended up having to go to Google and hope this was right, and then like kind of walk around here and find out. I didn't even
Are you
think
from here? Are you from this area?
I like to not answer personal questions, unfortunately.
Okay. Have you been over to the health department? See what they offer?
No, I was gonna.
The staff's insistence on shutting down the camera showcases how some public employees misuse their position to issue commands that aren't backed by any statute. The man's response remains composed as he explains the concept of anonymity and how journalists commonly protect their identity to avoid bias or retaliation. Their demand for personal information further shows the misunderstanding of what the public is required, or not required, to provide. This section reflects how individuals in government settings sometimes operate on assumptions rather than legal guidelines, allowing feelings to override objective rules.
Go over there next. I know there's also like a. Well, I asked her. She said this was the health department.
No. So the health department, it's almost the parking garage wasn't next door. You'd be able to look right across the street. See.
Okay.
It's directly across the street.
Okay. See, that's what I was confused on. I asked if this was the health department. She said yeah, so that's why I was just making sure. I wanted to make sure that I was in the public lobby of the health department.
No, so the health department is actually across the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got no problem going over there.
Perfect.
Yeah. No, well, my question is this lobby open to the public?
It is.
Because it is. Then, well, if it is, then what I'm doing isn't wrong, and I shouldn't.
So I guess they
shouldn't.
ask you to leave.
Well, what will be the reasoning for asking me to leave?
I don't know why they.
That would be discrimination, sir.
So.
Yeah.
Well,
So actually, I have the right to the same public services as every other private citizen, and depriving me of that would actually be a violation.
Here to get a service.
Well, I may be. I hadn't gotten that far yet. Like I said, I asked him. Like I said, I asked some questions. I was getting there. I hadn't, I was gathering my content without people in the story, and then I do a part of the story where I gather it.
Anywhere else in the building besides the lobby?
No, only the part where she took me to. And then once she took me in there, I saw the sign said private, and it looked like someone's office. So I recommended that maybe I go back into the lobby because I didn't want to be in an area that I shouldn't be in. So I actually removed myself from an area that I didn't think I should be in.
As the situation unfolds, the officer's arrival marks a shift in tone, yet the same pattern continues. Instead of reviewing evidence or listening to both sides, they lean toward supporting the workers who called them, simply because they're staff. The man again explains that he remained in public areas and even removed himself from a private zone when he saw a sign. His commitment to following the rules contrasts sharply with the staff's unfounded accusations. This part exposes how quickly officers accept one narrative without fact-checking, especially when the citizen is filming.
She took me to.
All right, I'm gonna talk with her real quick.
Cool.
And we'll go from there.
Awesome. But yeah, so it's this lady down here at the very end of the hall. But yeah, so she was out here making like weird.
Talk to you.
Yeah, she was making weird directives and trying to tell me to go outside. And I just said, again, like that's it. That would be a violation of 18 U.S. Code 242. It's depriving someone of public services is a crime when they're acting under the color of law, and they are government agents at the moment working for the government. They're contracted public employees. So depriving me of the same public services that every other citizen has is actually a crime in itself. That's what I was trying to explain to her. But as soon as she found out that I didn't want to turn the camera off and follow her barking orders, she said it very rudely too. I hadn't been rude, I was cool with them, man.
Okay. You were trying to be.
I'm cordial now, you know what I mean? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just gathering content. That's all.
This over.
Well, hello there, Jules here on 96.7 WCEI.
These two ladies right here have been very nice to me. You work around here, boss? You work in this department as well? Are you in the same department as him, or are you guys different?
We both work for Centerville Police.
Okay. Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
My badge number's right there.
Can you articulate it for me, sir?
You can read it.
When the officers begin questioning him, the man clearly outlines what he was doing, where he was standing, and how he followed the law. The officer's response reveals a lack of understanding of public access rules and First Amendment rights. Even after hearing that he stayed in areas open to the public, the officers remain defensive and hesitant to accept the facts. This interaction highlights how law enforcement sometimes prioritizes employee comfort over constitutional rights. Instead of protecting the citizens' freedoms, they lean toward convenience and avoidance of confrontation with staff.
Can you articulate it for me, sir?
No.
Okay. All right. What was your position, sir? What was your position?
He's talking to you.
Okay. What was your position, sir? I'm talking to you, though. What was your position?
I'm Corporal.
Corporal. And you said you were LT?
No, I'm Sergeant
No,
Larry.
Sergeant.
With Centerville.
Are you his supervisor?
I am.
Can I get him to articulate his name, sir? I can't see from all the way over there, but I don't like getting in the 6-foot bubble.
It's Corporal Surveil.
Surveil. And can I get his badge number, sir?
1068.
1068. Surveil 10. Like I said, sir, I can't see from over here. Sorry. That's all.
So look,
What's up?
I guess you're interfering with their work, and
How?
you can't come in and interfere with their work. You can't
No, I'm
pace
not.
up and down the hallway.
I
all right?
wasn't. Sorry, I was
They've
just
asked-
checking out the public areas, that's all.
Okay, well, they've asked you to leave. Apparently, you were in the supervisor's face earlier with the camera.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
She came out here.
disorderly.
I have it all on camera, sir.
Well,
She
they'd
came
like
out
for you-
here.
They would like for you to leave. all
Okay,
right?
and I would like to show you the evidence that
I'm
the.
not interested in that right now. Okay? Because
Okay.
as far as I'm concerned, at this
Okay,
point.
well, at this point, you're
we're just-
violating my civil rights because I haven't done any of that, sir. I have evidence that I haven't done any
You
of
were over at
that.
the courthouse earlier too, right?
Yeah, I walked in. I asked if I could go into the areas that weren't considered the courthouse because per Maryland 16-20.
This part becomes even more troubling as officers begin shifting toward threats of arrest without identifying a valid crime. The man calmly explains that forcing him to leave a public lobby would equal discrimination and deprivation of rights under color of law. Instead of addressing his points directly, the officers choose vague statements, avoiding legal clarity. Their refusal to engage with the evidence being offered proves that the decision to remove him was emotional rather than lawful. Here, the commentary emphasizes how often police rely on authority instead of actual statutes.
Wait, I'm not allowed to record in courthouse and courthouse facilities, so I asked if I could go into the other facilities that aren't part of the courthouse. He said no, so I left. That was no issue. I went into City Hall. I talked to the lady there. I didn't go past the sign. She said this is everything. Cool.
Do you have
I
any other
left.
belongings with you right now?
Yeah.
Do you
My
know
stuff.
where?
My stuff. Am I with me? Yeah.
I mean, like you have a bag or anything?
No.
with you?
No.
Okay. I'd
No.
like to ask
Where's
you
your
at
guys?
this point.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna leave under threat of arrest, I guess. Are you guys gonna
Okay.
threaten to arrest me if I don't leave, or?
Well, they don't want you here.
Oh, I'm asking. Are you threatening to arrest me if I don't
Well,
leave? or-
if you don't leave, you could be arrested.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave under threat of arrest, under violation of my rights.
Okay. So
So.
I'd like for you to leave at this time. Okay.
Okay. And can I get his name and badge number as well, sir?
Yeah, that's Sergeant Hobbs.
Sergeant Hobbs. And can I get his badge number as well?
It's on his vest.
1057. Okay. And where's your guys' police department
It's
located
at the bottom
sir?
of the hill, 420 North Commerce
Right
Street.
here.
Yes.
Cool. You guys want to walk down there with me? We can walk down there
I'm not
together.
going to walk down there. I'll drive down there.
Okay.
But you're more than welcome to walk down there. The chief's in if you'd like to talk with him.
Absolutely. What's his name, sir?
Joe Sabori.
Okay. And I didn't get your badge number. What was it? I didn't see it. 1052. Alrighty.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna leave this building under threat of arrest. This public lobby of this public building. But yeah. So apparently. Oh, can I also get the name of the public person who filed you or called you guys and filed this false?
The officer's refusal to articulate his name and badge number adds another layer of unprofessionalism. Public servants are obligated to properly identify themselves, yet he arrogantly insists the man should read it from a distance. This behavior reflects a culture where some officers feel accountability is optional. The man's insistence on proper identification is entirely justified, especially given the conflict. This part highlights how transparency is often treated as an inconvenience rather than a duty, especially when cameras are involved.
Police report and said that I got in her face because I want to exercise my First Amendment right to redress my government for grievances and file complaints on public workers and stuff like that. So I'm going to need her identity and the proper channels to file a complaint on that public worker, sir. I have no problem waiting out here on the public sidewalk for that information, but I would like that information, sir.
You can call back and get that information, okay?
I'm sorry?
You can call back and get that information.
Oh, no, I need a hard copy. My phone doesn't work.
You have no phone that works?
I don't have a phone that works,
You don't
sorry.
have any phone at all that
No,
works?
sir. I need
What did your earbud go to?
it just goes.
It just...
It just goes. It's
Just
for show.
hangs
It
out.
looks cool. Yeah, it's broken. I found it on the ground, but I like to look cool and professional, so I put it in so it looks nice.
Well, I'm sure you have...
But yeah, if I could get her name and the proper channels to redress my government for grievances,
Okay,
sir.
we'll get that straight for you.
All right, thank you.
Hang tight.
Thank you. So yeah, we're gonna leave under threat of arrest. I'm not in my county, and all three of these dickheads definitely want to violate my rights. So that's the one that.
Yep, that's the director. I asked you.
No, this is the office that she took me into. This is the lady's office that I wanted to go out of, but I want the name of the lady that was trying to chaperone me. That's the lady.
That's the lady.
No. This is the office that I went to because she knocked on the door and said,
This is the lady at the front desk. She just got me that card.
"No," because when she knocked.
When the officers claim he was interfering without providing evidence or specific examples, it becomes clear that the accusation is a placeholder rather than a legitimate charge. The man shows confusion and frustration, knowing he has video proof contradicting their claims. Instead of assessing the situation objectively, the officers rely on staff statements and ignore the recording. This portion reflects a common issue: police defaulting to the narrative that aligns with authority figures within a building rather than the objective facts presented by a citizen.